Hey all you cool cats and kittens. Hunter Baskin here. Just wanted to talk to you today about overhand rights. And big cat rights. Anyway guys, no, I'm not doing this. Don't have enough sardine oil for Carol Baskin this week.
She also killed her husband. We're not doing a psychopathic killer.
Tigers, they snack it. Anyway guys, Hunter here. Kenzie helped me out today. We are going to be working on Ferguson versus Gaethje. So guys, awesome fight. Really amazing. Definitely didn't go the way I expected. I know a lot of people were, had Gaethje as a favorite for that. That's, I guess it didn't go exactly like I expected. But it's still a great fight. Actually, the whole card was awesome. We'll be doing a few features of different techniques that were, I think, really important for the fights throughout the week. Kind of talking about the different aspects that I think made the results what they were. So guys, let's get into it. So there's a lot to talk about with Ferguson v. Gaethje. I think the best thing that Ferguson was doing was his really well-timed leg kick and his left hook. And in fact, in the second round, he drops Gaethje for a moment, like stuns him, puts him down on a knee, and I think there was some controversy because he didn't follow up like as aggressively as he could have, but we'll get into that. So what Ferguson was doing really well is that Gaethje would step forward with their jab, right there. So go back. You see this moment as Mackenzie is stepping forward that her foot is not on the mat, right? It has to step up in order to step. So what Ferguson was doing really, really well was timing his leg kick for when Ferguson's foot was just about to land. So the leg was kind of light, and it was sweeping him out from underneath him a little bit. So as Ferguson was, Gaethje was stepping forward, we were getting this reaction, like the leg bending, and lift your leg as I push it. And a lot of that, getting turned off balance. Okay, so one more time. Go forward. Right there. So, and he was carrying through, okay? Conversely, Gaethje did the same thing quite a bit, okay? Ferguson also hit a few of these really nice calf kicks the same exact way. Timing on the jab, coming inside of the calf, okay? Really beautiful stuff. Gaethje did a lot of the same. Hitting this round kick to the back of the knee right as Ferguson threw the left hook. Left hook?
Left hook.
Yep.
Spring.
Right there. Folding the knee and setting him off balance, okay? And Ferguson was typically, I'll go ahead and kick my leg. Coming through pretty well, spinning through, reclaiming his balance in a very natural way, but that damage added up. So the left hook, just really well timed. And it was really, if you watch it, it almost looks casual, right? So if I remember right, Gaethje stepped in, loading his right hand, right? And Ferguson just clipped, little shot to the chin, right? It looks just real relaxed, real small. But remember, it doesn't take a hard shot to hurt somebody. It's just placement, right? Right at the tip of the chin, jawline, at the temple. It's all you need, okay? So it was a really beautiful shot. When we covered in detail the left hook in a previous video, so I'm not gonna get into that. But I wanna get into instead is the technique that Gaethje landed a lot of, which is the overhand right, okay? And that's what ultimately I think really made the fight. Gaethje was just finding a beautiful home for this, kind of not being too fooled by Ferguson's unorthodox movement, instead really timing well on that right hook and landing it when he was kind of coming in or right after an exchange, okay? Sometimes in the midst as well. But for the most part, really doing a good job of kind of figuring out Ferguson's movement. So let's talk about the overhand right. So it's gonna start, stay there, with a weight shift. Okay, what we're really doing is thinking about going to a pretty, some amount of slipped position, okay? Right now my head is directly over my hips, okay? When I twist and drop, now my sternum and my head are over my left knee in this case, okay? Boom, right? It'd be just as if, Mackenzie can sit there. Actually go here. Through the jab, and we're slipping, okay? Or the cross, we're slipping, okay? The overhand can come off the exact same way, right there, okay? And a few times, Gaethje did land that overhand inside of the left hook, which is like that, okay? Over here. So guys, we're thinking like, we could definitely swing super wide, okay? Making a big arc with that left. Don't reach that far, just cut. I'm not gonna hit hard. Right, and make it like a big swinging style overhand. Or we can make it a little tighter. I think Gaethje's were mostly pretty tight. So we're gonna think of this like a cross almost, right? As if we're throwing this cross, something of a left hook, okay? Somewhere between the two. So it's gonna kind of start straight and curve in, okay? Especially as we really drop into our stance, okay? So we're coming in this arc. We're not gonna reach upward to make this happen, the kind of overhand part of it. We're gonna think more about like tilting our body, right, to make that angle. So as I come through, I'm coming through here, okay? So my hand is really going straight for the like 75% of the path. Boom, coming through, okay? Now when I do this with MMA gloves on, I tend to roll. So my knuckles are the first target, okay? Roll it through. You don't have to, especially with a boxing glove, but you know, in a fight, you may not notice if you get your fingers a bit more than the knuckles, or you have to really tight wrist curl. But for me, I just roll it all the way through. Boom, coming through here. With the boxing glove, it doesn't matter as much because fingers are protected, right? So, on this angle. So great times for this. If Mackenzie throws like a left hook that I can see coming, right? If I have a shallower arc than Mackenzie's left hook, that means I'm gonna get there inside. My shoulder should be shrugged up, protecting my head more or less from that shot from landing. And ideally I'm landing it first and it knocks Mackenzie off her balance, okay? If Mackenzie throws a cross, I can do the same thing, splitting that entry, okay? I don't recall Gaethje doing that, but I'll look again. Most of the time, what was happening is that Ferguson came in with something, right? Throw punches, right? Boom. And as soon as Ferguson was done, reset, it was on the way out, okay? Sometimes on the way in. I believe there was one where Ferguson was kind of coming in for like a scissor kick of some kind to the body. Right, it's gonna come up with a front kick.
Sorry.
Boom, right? And Gaethje stepped out with the lean out and landed the overhand right. So guys, the overhand right, play with it with shadow boxing. Okay, we're moving around. Right? On the bag with a partner. All right, guys, stay safe, stay healthy.
See you on the mats or in the cage.